felt like he should have got the W. But, you know, it is what it is. Ally, however, you know, kind of the same way, at least as far as like the playoffs so far. You really kind of run down the matches we've seen thus far. We've seen both of these guys compete already in these playoffs. Neither one of them have got a win right yet. Yeah. So desperate right now, desperate to get a win on both parties. The good thing I would say for Nairo that he has going here, obviously, you know, the 2-0 record traditionally has given Ally a very hard time throughout the entirety of this game, right? So you kind of keep that in mind, but again, you keep in mind the fact that numbers haven't played too much of a part at how the matches have kind of played out so far at this particular event. But if I'm Nairo, I stay encouraged. If I'm Ally, I know I still got a chance, man. Yeah. It's going to be a hell of a showdown either way.
So it looks like we're going to get right into it. I mean, unfortunate for Nairo right here. You know, I feel like he's a little down on himself as late, but you know, as EE has said earlier, don't play tilted, play angry.
Exactly, man.
Channel that anger into just, you know, beating your opponent.
Get those emotions in check, man. Some good things can happen. We shall see.
This time around, though, he's having a strong start here against Ally. The strong start pays off. And another one of these matchups where Mario will definitely have to be the full-on aggressor if he wants to make anything happen. Here against ZSS, he's going to be fading back, you know, using those long-hitting aerials, those long-hitting moves to really push you back. You got the Zaire, you got the Nair. Back air has some pretty good reach as well. So.
Definitely, man. That length of ZSS, get her so much. I like that right there because what you're doing with that, you're just delaying it a little more. You're getting a little bit of extra damage, and you're still in a position to just capitalize.
Yeah.
There is no negative to going for that cape in that situation. Maximizing his damage, Ally doing it so well. Oh, I like that B reversal. And the conversion to come out of it will lead into a stock. Wow.
Yeah, that was definitely the team right there. B reverse right off of that platform, and just enough time to get that up B as well. So,
a lot of positives coming out.
All right, third time's the charm. Let's go, Ally.
Wow. Nairo just kind of shaking his head right there, not content for how that one went down. Nairo has really struggled throughout this tournament to really just maintain stock leads, not able to really push his advantage too far. See a couple of dares coming out from Ally. Again, does not stray away from utilizing them.
Definitely does not stray away from doing this right now. He is loving letting that down and uses. Has not really netted him anything so far.
Right.
I mean, netting some frustration on Nairo. Like, who am I playing right now?
Why are you comfortable? Just keep doing it. Is what it is, though, here. Ally chipping into this deficit ever so slightly. Nairo just throwing out these up airs, trying to connect. Down smash attempt. Gets snuffed out. Here comes Ally.
Tries to get another one. The back air, though, going to register as a hit in. Oh, I like that. Simon Belmont should be it.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I hope there's a pipe down there to catch him, man, because that boy is going all the way down there.
He is sent. He's actually in the game of Animal Crossing now.
From Animal Crossing back to Mushroom Kingdom. I wish I could get frequent 5 miles like that. Tired of the middle seat.
I definitely be platinum by now. Anyway. So
Let's get it.
Here we are to our game 2. Nairo looking good in that first game. Ally started to fire back a little bit near the end, but not enough to net him that game. So hopefully we can take a little bit of that, you know, momentum and turn it on, or turn it into a game here on the second one.
Yeah, I mean, this is just such an important set for both of these guys. You know, again, already played one time, both of them with a loss apiece. So a victory here is really going to set the tone for somebody. Oh, goes for the cape, whiffs it though, and then right into the up tilt.
Out of that situation, good stuff. Ooh. It's not enough, but I still like the conversion right there. Get that extra damage, and now really putting the offense here on Ally, man. Going for some deep back airs.
One thing Nairo does very well against Ally.
So I mean, we did see him tweet earlier before. For those who are Twitter followers of Nairo, he did tweet. He's turning his phone off. He's focusing all on the matches. I'm sure he's getting as much data as possible. He's collecting, he's watching everyone play. So that way he's like, all right, these are problems that I see in your offense or your defense. These are things I want to exploit when I get a chance to play you. So, well, hopefully.
Looks like
it's all speculation.
From what we've seen thus far, turning his phone off and turning his gameplay on seems to be the ticket here, though we see him drop it pretty early. It was a very strong lead he had there, but just unable to really hold it. Ally immediately just getting himself back in here really within the span of a minute. Look at a lead that Nairo had and just where we are now, man. You don't think these things will happen, but present Ally with an opportunity. You best believe he's going to take advantage of it. Much how Nairo taking advantage of the fact to sneak in a couple of up airs, well timed as well.
Right. So now Nairo, playing the spacing game here. You're gonna see that quite a bit, as we said, or as I said earlier on. Just how ZSS has to play this match. You don't want to give up any of those free grabs to any of the plumbers. When it comes down to it, they get a lot of damage off that. Uh-oh. Back throw, still living. I like the weight too, though. You know, we want to see if we can get a little closer to the side just in case. Now throw. Okay, racking up that damage here.
Taking their time. Ooh, I like throw, and that's gonna do it. Yep, that one whiff on the grab, so costly. Nairo knows. I mean, he had that one well in hand. I want to say, he took that stock to the point where it's just like you think Ally's feeling a little demoralized, but he understands his character, the situation, the fact that as long as I have a stock, I have a chance. And just like that, man, comebacks running rampant throughout this event. Ally, the benefactor of one.
Yeah. So here we are, 1-1. In our sets between these two. Again, if you allude to it, Nairo has been taking all the sets so far, but as we've talked to it about it time and time again, none of that matters here at the 2G Championship. Everyone seems to just be like playing their heart out, and whose heart is bigger, all laid out on the table.
It is.
All laid out on the table right here. Good stuff. Himself a grabber here. Tries to get more of that, but oh wow, that would have been a huge spike if he got that one.
Okay, Ally is feeling it right now. And look at this movement, these options.
Ally, not afraid to really throw out that roll, by the way, but I mean, it did get him a win in that last situation. Roll past that grab. So his evasion looking pretty good right now. Oh, wow. That platform was a saving grace. I'm sure he would have landed on the stage anyway unless he was behind.
But he wouldn't have been in as good of a position. That's the thing right there.
Most definitely.
Gotta get some credits right there. One thing I always say, man, Zenu's the one with the combos, man, but just that movement, I always gotta say Ally and Anti always impress me with their Marios as far as just how they move.
Yeah, it's tricky.
It's so fluid and tricky, yeah, man. Always keeping you guessing here. Now, right now, trying to figure out a solution to this deficit he's facing. Again, a very strong lead. He found himself in that last game, but was unable to keep the momentum on his side. Will Ally, though, be the victim? Momentum loss in this one. Ooh, yeah, that was a bad position. Overshot the ledge a little bit.
Make sure he gets some of that extra damage too, just to secure that stock.
Yep.
So. All right. Back in it. Swoop. Get too much more off of that. I mean, I think it's kind of hard to get those combos on CSS though because of down B flip kick, having that visibility at the beginning. So.
All right, Ally with some up airs of his own and the re-grab. I like it. He's gonna go for this up B, and he's gonna come. And that is quite literally a taste of your own medicine. Nairo thrives on getting setups like that. Ally, though, off that re-grab, you already know, TK, what was gonna follow. There was no reason for him not to go for it.
Oh yeah, the up throw, up air, up B right there. That was just platinum gameplay coming in.
Yes,
from,
sir.
Ally. So numbers do not matter as far as history goes, but numbers definitely matter right now in this set as we have Ally now up 2-1 over Nairo. And this is hard for both of them because when you think about it, they both barely edged out of getting out of their group. Nairo, he actually thought he lost his group until he played against Como. And then Ally, because of the way that he played against Tweak and because of the way he played against Wadi, just barely edged out over Wadi. Yeah. When Wadi ended up being the only person that beat Void, who was #1. So, yeah, he almost got him again.
That's what I was thinking. Like, this is not where I want to be. I know he's trying to win the exchange, but still risky business. That's enough B.
He didn't even have enough damage on him to put him in tumble yet, so.
Oh, big, another whiff. And that is extremely costly here. Nairo in a lot of trouble. Visibly frustrated here. Can't blame him.
He's got to buckle down right here, but that's just the play style of the assessment. When you are behind, sometimes it is a little hard to get back outside of you. When you are behind with Ray. He is behind just fresh off the stock. Not too much damage here on Ally. 36% on his first stop. I feel like he's trying to push the envelope a little too hard right now.
That frustration, man, sometimes it just starts to mount. Especially when you kind of look back to what he, that lead he had in that second game, man, before he just kind of flubbed it away. That's what it really comes down to, man. You can't get too complacent. It's not enough to just kind of sedate the beast. You got to put him down.
I like that. He tried to meet up there at the top, but wasn't fully up in the position to get that clean back here. So Ally a little off the mark on that grab. Nairo, slowly but surely getting himself back in this game.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. This could be a problem. No, he had no air dodge down this time. Last time you saw that, man got up throw, up air, up bead. That was all she wrote.
Okay, able to get the last hit in, yes, and that's big time.
Now we're taking a deep breath here, and so is Ally.
Of course, man, both of these guys, Ally already knows, just a little bit of ZSS shenanigans, and he's in a game 5 before he knows it.
He also knows it, man. There's one more stock for him to go ahead and take this win.
Yep.
Ooh, uh-oh.
What a win it would be if he's able to get there. All right.
That was that down air was about, but
platform's taken out of the equation for the moment. Nice acrobatics ZSS. If I'm Nairo, I'm going to be pretty hesitant on going for a grab just because I know it's cost me so much between this game and the last. Gotta watch that whiff, man.
See, right? I don't know if Ally went for a charge F smash or if he went for a forward air right there when he got that F tilt. One or the other, either way, he did not get the option that he wanted. And I know Nairo gets a chance to see another day, but he did not give him an air dodge anyway, so if he did go for the forward smash, he would have got out of that. Oh, no.
Yep, that's a tough one.
Okay, that time he's going for the forward air. Nairo's really got to watch his grab right here. It's do or die at this point in the situation if he misses another grab.
Yep, absolutely, especially if Ally's close enough. Again, those acrobatics coming to the aid of ZSS, get him out of that situation.
Oh!
And that's going to wrap it up. Nairo, again, we've seen so many times just, whether it be against Abadongo, Elegant, and right there, Ally, finding himself just a little bit off the ground, and unfortunate for him, gets sent flying a lot higher than I have to imagine he was anticipating. So big time victory right there for Ally, losing that first game and saying, you know what, that's enough.